Good day, Sail Wars fans. I'm Sandy Pondwater coming to you from the Focus 2 US1 Challenge. This is brought to you by the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club and the Space Coast Model Sailing Club, which is located in beautiful Melbourne, Florida. And of course, we love the AMYA, and we have a Facebook page, so please make sure you look up Sail Wars and friend us on Facebook. And before we hit the water, we would like to thank our newest subscribers with the spotlight on John Grant. Thank you for subscribing to us. Now let's go racing. So in race 1 of this series, we saw Fred sailed the Focus 2 to a 3rd place finish. Let's see what Fred can do in race 2 against these great US1 sailors. Now let's listen to the start. And look at Fred is coming back across the line. That is going to hurt him right off the start. Give him a little bit of a disadvantage. And look at that, number 777, Bart gets a great start. And the first 4, all the US1 are all pretty much together. And we see number 20, Rick, he's the first attack. And then we see Bart, he also attacks. They have to get closer to that shoreline over there, but not too close, or they'll get stuck on Bart's point. And we can see way up there, that's the mark they're trying to go around. Now they only have about 5 feet, 6 feet around that mark before they get into the shallow, and these boats with the longer keels sometimes will get stranded, and then the skipper either has to walk all the way around or wade their way across. And we see number 20, Rick, he's currently in 1st place, and number 777, Bart, is in 2nd place. That's a beautiful shot of these boats. In Melbourne, Florida, it's a great place to sail. I suggest anyone who wants to sail with a good group of sailors, come on out here sometime. You can check our Facebook page to see when Sail Wars is going to be out here filming, as we see Bart take over 1st place as he rounds that first mark first. And right behind him is number 20, Rick, and you can see Bart is slowing down right there. I think his sail should be in the open position, and now he opens them up, but it may be too late as Jim passes Bart. And look at that, here comes that Focus out of nowhere as they round the 2nd mark. Let's zoom in right there, and Fred and Focus take over 1st place. Even after blowing the start, Fred has bounced back enough to take over 1st, as Andy is in 2nd and Bart is in 3rd. They take a little bit of a different angle. They're going all the way down this pond, kind of doing a figure 8 today, as number 11, Andy, now moves into 1st place. There have been a lot of lead changes today, with everyone except John being in 1st place at some point. And there's that beautiful boat of Bart's, the number 777, the Intrusion. Oh, look at that. Bart hits a turtle. That's one bad thing, I guess, about racing down here in Florida. You have a lot of turtles in these ponds. And everybody says that old John here pays him off to get in the way of his competitors. As a reminder, they're racing only 1 lap, kind of a figure 8. And look at how close all 5 of these boats are. Incredible. And Andy and Bart collide. And Bart was the windward boat on that one. They were both on port tack, and Bart has to do a penalty turn, as we see he tries to buck inwards, but then has to turn around to the outside, because remember, when you do your penalty turn, you don't want to get in the way of your other competitors, as we see Rick take over 1st place. And the mark is down there if you look where the arrow is, and look at that, the Focus 2 is right up front with Rick. Incredible. A stock boat, the Focus 2, is up at the front of this pack. And as we see, Bart now is whisking his way to the front, but he's got a bad line and he's going to have to tack and try to work his way in there without creating a foul. And he avoids the Focus, you can see. Let's see where he turns out. He'll probably go back to the back trying to get his way in there. And right now we see Rick's in first. The Focus 2 with Fred selling it is in second. And I think that third boat is Andy, number 11, sneaking in there. Andy's nickname is I Ain't Doing a Turn Andy. As they make their way around that last mark and they're headed to the finish line. And we see, there goes John in the second place. John is super good about taking those marks tight and sliding right in there. So when you race against John, you got to make sure you shut the door on those marks. And now all these boats are making their way upwind. And look at that, the Focus 2 shoots off in a different direction. He is way up top. And that's probably going to help him as the finish line is up top. So he probably made a good tactical decision right there. And his strategy probably is going to pay off as we see Rick having to attack. And he has to avoid Andy as Andy shoots into first place, cutting Rick off. Andy was on port and Rick was on... No, Andy was on starboard and Rick was on port. But look at this, at the finish line, Andy cannot slide in there. The door is shut by Fred as Fred wins. And Rick slides in second place as Andy is in the irons and Bart takes third place. And John comes across in fourth place as Andy finally gets out of irons and he comes around to take fifth place. Congratulations to our top three. Fred in the Focus 2 takes first, Rick takes second, and Bart takes third. Sail Wars would like to thank you for watching our video. It really means a lot to us. Please show us your support back by subscribing. And don't forget to hit like because that helps us on the algorithm so we can get this message and these videos out to more RC sailors. So thank you for doing that, taking the time to help us out there. Now, if you are a webmaster for a club of any of these great clubs across the world, please go to our YouTube homepage for Sail Wars, and up in the top left, highlight that and copy it and put that on your club's website. That will make it real easy for all your club members to come to the Sail Wars YouTube homepage where they will see over 170 videos at the time of this making. I think this is 173, 174. But we produce so many races and so many videos. In just over a year, we put out that many videos. So please let everybody sign up so they will get notified. Well, I'm going to have to go get ready for the next race. So this is Sandy Pondwater signing off. I'll see you at the next race.